Hello, everyone. Buongiorno. Bonjour. I'm having some peanuts. That's why I'm chewing. Guten Morgen. Hola. So, what an honor. Last March of 2022, I know my hair is looking all crazy right now and I need to shave and all that. So what? Let's get over it. I'm going to knock out these video logs and then I'll do all that when I decide to do it. But anyway, it was March of 2022 and I was interviewed by DEMETRIUS Houdini BLAK Reynolds, who is the Vice President of Operations and Information Technology for the one and the only legendary and historic Bizzy Bone of Bone Thugs-n-Harmony. Yes. So Bone Thugs-n-Harmony sold 50 million records worldwide. They were discovered, mentored, produced, and released by EAZY-E, co-founder of N.W.A, founder of Ruthless Records, as in Dr. Dre, DJ YELLA, Ice Cube, MC REN, and EAZY-E, N.W.A, as in the biopic movie Straight Outta Compton. If you remember at the end of the Straight Outta Compton biopic movie, when EAZY is in his hospital room, in his room at the hospital on this bed, one of the very last scenes in that movie is when, I believe it was Dre, Dr. Dre leaves him. It was YELLA and REN, and they left EAZY a cassette tape, and on the side it said Bones. Of course, that's it for Bone Thugs-n-Harmony. So I believe that EAZY got to listen to his masterful production of the album that he did produce for them before he died. I do want to congratulate EAZY-E and his mom, Miss Wright, or Mrs. Wright. I learned last week, I believe, that EAZY-E had a street named after him in Compton, city of Compton, California. Yes, so EAZY-E now has a street named after him. There was a street naming ceremony for Eric Wright, EAZY-E, the one and the only, last week, and his mom gave a very touching speech. So I want to give a shout out to EAZY-E and his mom and his family and his son. And so again, I was interviewed by, the show was called the Vigilantes Radio Live. I'm all plugged up again today. I haven't gotten back on the irrigation truck yet. I will today, tonight. And I had some food items yesterday that have me all plugged up like this. But yeah, the radio show Vigilantes Radio Live on Iheart.com. So the interview was with DEMETRIUS Houdini BLAK Reynolds, who's a Facebook friend of mine. You can go to his Facebook page and check him out. If you go to my Jorge Estrada DC, greatest in metafacebook.com history timeline and of timeline posts, especially and specifically of the last 10 years plus, you'll see the links to the Jorge Estrada DC interview with Vigilantes Radio Live on iHeart.com. Okay, so what an honor to be interviewed by the Vice President of Information Technology and Operations for Bizzy Bone himself. And DEMETRIUS, who interviewed me, is also the systems administrator for Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, the group itself. This is a fact I learned, I believe, last year that I thought was amazing. Well, first I learned that Bone Thugs-n-Harmony sold 50 million albums worldwide. I believe They certainly garnered multiple Grammy nominations. I think they may even have won a Grammy or two. But their chart-topping #1 song, Crossroads, is the only other single release song to not only top the chart, well, to top the charts at #1 and to stay there in the #1 slot and spot for 16 consecutive weeks in a row. The only other band and song to do that, the Beatles. Now, I'm not sure exactly which Beatles song it is, but I believe it's the song Love Me Do. Oh, love, love me do. Ooh, do, do. Love me do. So I believe that Love Me Do is the Beatles single, along with Bone Thugs and Harmony's Crossroads. Those are the only two single songs to ever stay in the #1 spot for 16 weeks in a row. Okay. So welcome to Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know. An incredibly successful, legendary, historic career. They were on Big's Life After Death album, Notorious Thug. They worked with Big Pun. They worked with Pac. I mean, it's as legendary and historic as it gets in hip hop history, especially gangster rap history and hardcore hip hop. So, but Bone Thugs and Harmony were even bigger than gangster rap. They were an extremely popular rap group. Okay. So, and they still are. But the bottom line here is what an honor. And let me tell you what DEMETRIUS called me. We were Facebook messaging each other. And he Facebook messaged me back, Sir Grand Maestro, the Vice President of Operations and Technology of Bizzy Bone, of Bone Thugs and Harmony, who is also the system administrator for Bone Thugs and Harmony, referred to me through the Facebook message as, quote, Sir Grand Maestro. I'll never forget that. Never. I mean, what an honor. Just the honor, man, of DEMETRIUS referring to me as that. And I'll also never forget, during our interview, he said to me that I am handling what I've been assigned most astutely, perfectly, and that I'm the perfect one for the task. I will never forget that either. That's amazing. So, you know, Bizzy Bone was discovered by EAZY-E of N.W.A. I mean, you know, I mean, that's at the very top of pop culture and history, man. So, even the movie Straight Outta Compton generated over 200 to 230 million at the box office worldwide. And of course, N.W.A, one of the very first rap groups to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So there's a lot of pedigree going on there. And then, you know, Dr. Dre, I mean, it just speaks for itself. And in one of my video logs, I shared how I was notified by Tiffany Gaines, the business manager of Curtis Young Jr., the son of Dr. Dre. And she shared with me years ago that he was following all of my posts. So shout out to you, Curtis. I hope to connect with you and your pops one day, possibly. That would be awesome. I'd love to meet your dad, man. That would be an honor. And, you know, of course, I'm going to reconnect with Tiffany. But here we are, man. All right, man. Jorge Estrada, DC, Di Servitatio Formulae, the Roman Emperor of nuked all clearism.